Oh, that hurt. Hey there. So in today's video, we're going to talk about why you are doing the two-card Monte incorrectly. I know, it's not 1997. The two-card Monte has already had its day in the limelight. David Blaine did it on a Street Magic special in 1997. Illusionist came out with a project on it called Card Club in 2006. And everybody has been doing it wrong. See, if we're trying to copy the original David Blaine way of presenting the two-card Monte, then you are doing it incorrectly. For some reason, magicians always barrel through the actual explanation of what's taking place, and it becomes a clumsy, awkward demonstration of nothing. It always becomes this awkward, virgin-y way of showing the spectators how to switch cards, but you never actually have any conviction when you do it. You just want to get to the method already because you're scared of them catching you. So you do this very awkward, fumbling handling, and at the end of the day, you haven't shown anything to the spectator. All you've done is, I've given you a card, I've switched it, and then now they're different cards. Why don't you have some conviction in your patter? So on this virgin-tastic filled episode of Pigcake, we're going to talk about why you are doing the two-card Monte incorrectly and how to do it correctly. So the two-card Monte is a puzzle that seems like it has no solving in 2020. But here is how you should best present the two-card Monte if you want to present it, that you are switching cards to the participant, that you are showing them how it is that us dirty, disgusting magicians, we switch cards. And I'm going to do it with this deck of playing cards right here. So I'm going to show you how to do this with this deck of playing cards. Hey there, buddy. Eyes on the deck. I don't want you staring at other parts. It makes me uncomfortable. So here, sir, I'm going to show you a secret of magic. I'm actually going to expose magic to you, sir. I wonder if you're prepared to join the League of Virginity that I consider to be my cohorts in magic. But you're about to become a magician. I'm going to show you a secret switch that magicians do. In this case, here's the Queen of Clubs. Here's the Queen of Clubs, all right? I'm going to use this card to show you the switch. I want you to hold your hand like this and go ahead and pinch onto that queen. Now, it's very important you don't turn that card over because I don't want you to mess up this lightning fast switch, okay? And we're going to use the other card, in this case, the Queen of Spades, in order to show you how this switch actually looks like. I'm going to show you how it's done before, and then I'm going to do it in real time, all right? So hold on to that tightly. Don't turn it over. Here's the actual switch itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'm going to put this queen underneath and take this one as I switch it lightning fast. I know it seems awkward, but here you go, sir. I'm going to do this in actual real-time speed. Here we go. Now, without looking, which one do you think is in your hand, the club or the spade, sir? You tell me. The club, perfect. Why don't you turn your hand over? You're an idiot. You're a retard. You should just quit on life. Or whatever it is that's appropriate in your particular country. I know, it's not much different than the original. The handling isn't different, that's for sure. I'm just dedicating more time to the actual presentation of the trick itself rather than the actual trick, because I think if you're going to go with this pattern of switching cards, you need to explain to them clearly what it is you are doing. And many times it's just you want to get to the punchline. You want to get daddy's cummies. So you just get to that punchline quickly and say, you know what, forget everything else. I just want to get to the point where the cards are different in your hand. And you completely dismiss the effect here, which is you teaching them a magician switch. So in this case, the setup is simple. You're going to have a queen followed by two red aces, followed by another queen. If you want, what you can do is you could have a contrasting card instead of the last queen. So in this case, we have a king of hearts. So you're going to have to get a break underneath all these cards right here. You see that? A little bit of a pinky break, boy. Right there underneath all those cards. So you have a pinky break underneath 4 cards on top of the deck. So what you're going to do now is you're going to turn over right there, one queen, in this case, just one card. You're going to turn this card back over and you're explaining to the spectators that you're going to show them a magician switch. You're going to show them a secret technique, but it's imperative that they don't move their hand because that could compromise the switch. You see that? Now you have a reason as to why they can't turn their hand over. And also, when you put the card in their hand, you put it in this way so that it's a very difficult move to turn your hand over. You're already making it hard for them to turn their hand over without you being able to come in there and be like, don't turn the card over, or keep your hand still. So you're doing this position here that's awkward for them to already maneuver the card and have control because you're in control. All right, buddy? So here you have them hold on to this card. As you say, I'm going to show you the switch. But again, it's very important you don't move because you could compromise the switch here. So I'm going to switch your card for the King of Hearts. I'm going to show you how it's done first, and then I'm going to do it in real time. That's, again, an important line because you're establishing the fact that you're showing them how the switch is done to begin with. You're not just doing this weird thing. I don't know how many magicians I've seen go, all right, so here's the King of Hearts, and watch this, watch this, watch this. All right, so without looking, which card are you holding on to now? Yeah, I thought so. You idiot, you retard, you ingrate, you inbred, you incel. I don't know how many times I've seen people do that. And at the end of the day, the spectators do get their willies off because it's a different set of cards in their hand. But at the same time, they're left scratching their heads as to what they just seen. It's almost like a premature ejaculation. So in this case, you're going to turn over the queen, you're going to give it to them and have them hold it in this awkward way. Tell them don't turn your hand over because you're going to compromise the switch. I'm going to show you how the switch is done beforehand, and then I'm going to do it in real time. So here you're just doing a triple lift. So all I'm doing here is just lifting 3 cards as one. You're more than welcome to do whatever favorite Fontaine, fuckery, anyone worldwide, virgin, a loser, never seen pussy, double lift, triple lift here. But ultimately, you're just turning over 3 cards as one here. And you're going to say, I'm going to show you how the switch looks like first. So here's going to be the switch, sir. Hold on to your card tightly here real quick, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'm going to take this top card and leave it inside of your hand there. So I'm going to switch this card for the one underneath. I'm going to take the card under just like this, and I'm going to be able to switch the card lightning fast in that way. So I'm just going to switch the cards without you realizing. Now I'm going to do it in real time. I'm going to do it in real time. Here you go. And here's where you do that fast jerky action, just like this. You do this little bit here where you come in contact with the card rapidly. And you say, without looking, if I do that, which card are you holding? Are you holding the heart or are you holding the club? And of course, it doesn't matter because they're holding technically a heart or the ace of hearts. Now, by this point, if you haven't realized, I've done a little bit of a top change. A little bit of a hot maneuver here where all I'm doing is just switching these 2 cards. So in the action of, so without looking, which card do you think you're holding, sir? And of course, that is what's going to cover the top change. If you're having any difficulty in following any of these moves, you should check out the Pigcake Magic Academy. $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card, coin stuff. It's crazy. 600 videos already. I don't know how I found the time, but I found the time and you did the crime. So check it out, Pigcake Magic Academy. So you're going to do a top change as you draw attention to the fact they're holding onto that card. Without looking, after that switch, what card do you think you're holding? The club or the hearts? Perfect, sir. Why don't you turn your hand over? Here, if you want, you could have a little point of presentation where either they turn over both cards and they see that both have now changed themselves to a aces and you've pretty much gotten them. You did a got them. You yeeted on them. You could do it that way, or you could have it that they turn over that card and then you turn over this card. However it is that you want to present that. An alternative handling here, if you want, is you could place the aces on top. You could have these 2 cards, 3rd and 4th. And now you're going to lift these 2 cards and show them to the spectator like this. So you could show the cards like this, but remember, you're hiding these 2 aces in the back. So now you're going to tell the spectator, I'm going to show you a switch here, sir. So it's very important you hold the card and you could go into the same handling. The only difference is that now, when you take this card off, you're going to have to hide this. So you don't want to do this. You want to do this, like this. So you're hiding this card or these set of aces as you actually do the actual pattern points for the spectator. And now when you take these cards back, all you have to do is do a quadruple lift. So you're lifting essentially 4 cards as 2, turning those 2 cards over and say, hold on to this one. And here's the switch in actual speed, just like that. So without looking, which card are you holding? and of course they turn both cards over and they see that they're the aces. So that's going to be up to you as to how you want to actually perform this. But ultimately, what you have is a better improved handling of the two-card Monte classic Street Magic, David Blaine, SEO, Chris Angel jumping in a cage card trick. I know, it's 2020, all right? Look how I'm sitting. You think I want to do this? You think I want to have to do this? No, but this is to teach you a lesson. All right, this is to teach you a lesson that hopefully you're not going to forget. And I want to do this by instilling the vehicle of my crotch here. So you're going to remember, I don't want to have another video where I'm seeing Pigcake awkwardly sit next to a coffee table. So I'm going to do the two-card Monte correctly. That's what I want to make sure that happens to the next generation of magicians that see this trick done and do it incorrectly, all right? Fuck. God, it gets me upset. It really gets me pissed. That and the Democrats. So thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys learned something from this. And I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in the next one where I'm going to show you how to use a saw to split your hand wide open and then go to the doctor and have them sew it back together.